Welcome to episode 6. Today is part 2 of last week's video in regards to increasing your credit score. And today we're going to discuss how to get rid of your negative accounts and the best practice to do so. Before we get into how to remove these accounts, I want to talk about how not being ashamed of having a negative account, because things happen, life happens, sometimes you're unable to pay due to certain circumstances, and it's okay. Personally, I've had a negative account before on my credit report, and it was because I was in school. I was in high school, I was a senior, and I took this course in my high school year, and it was giving me a college credit. What I didn't know was that I had to pay for that college credit. I went to a public school, so I thought everything was just funded, and I thought I was just receiving this benefit for just being a good student. And that's just not how things work. Everything has a cost. So when I went to go register for my classes, when I went to college, I couldn't register for my classes because they said I had this bill due. And I was just like, what bill? And she said, oh, it's for $183. And I was like, for what? And she was just like, oh, it's because you took this course. And I was just like, oh my God. So I started panicking because I thought this was gonna stay on my report forever. And I was just overthinking it. So my bill was sent to the collection agency, and I didn't know, but I was able to get their number. And I just want to let you know that a collection agency is pretty much someone who just pays for debts of unfulfilled payments. So for instance, let's say you have AT&T and you have an unpaid bill of $500. Pretty much AT&T is assuming that you're not going to pay the bill after X amount of time, so they will sell that debt to a collection agency. So that collection agency will usually get it for a discount. They'll pay maybe 50% of that $500. So AT&T gets $250. They'll write off the rest of that $250, and at least they got something because the assumption is you were not going to pay for it anyway. So the collection agency gets it for a discount at $250, but they would still come after you for the full amount plus fees, and that's how they keep this business running. Don't be afraid to reach out to the collection agencies. I contacted mine immediately, and I was able to fulfill that payment, and luckily they were generous and they understood, and they were able to update my status really quickly on my credit report, so it didn't show that negative connotation of it not being paid. It showed that it was paid in full, which helps your credit report and your credit score. What I didn't know back then that I know now and I wanted to share with you guys is that there's a pay per delete agreement that you can have with your collection agency, which basically says that if I pay this amount in full, in return, you guys will be generous enough to remove it from my report sooner than the typical 7 to 10 years. That's a really important point because having negative accounts on your credit report is literally taking opportunities away from you, and it costs you a lot of money because those negative accounts equal a lower credit score, and a lower credit score equals higher interest rates, more money being dished out to interest, and more money that could have been in your pocket. So when reviewing your credit report, you want to go down to the negative account section to see if you have any, and if you do, you want to look at the creditors. So the original creditor is the person you actually did business with. The new creditor will be the collection agency that the debts got sold to. So that's the person you want to contact. It will have a number there. Contact them immediately, understand what happened, and negotiate some terms to repay that if you can, and just get it off your report as soon as possible. Building up your credit score takes consistency and a lot of hard work, but it all pays off in the end. And I just wanted you guys to keep that in mind because there are a lot of things online nowadays promising to jump your credit score by 200 points. And I don't think it works like that. So I'm literally here trying to give you guys advice on how you can take away these negative accounts or understand how to tackle them so you can do it on your own. So you don't have to worry about getting potentially scammed by these ads online, because I see them all the time. And yeah, like, you don't get abs in 60 seconds. So I don't understand how someone can increase your credit score by 200 plus points within a day or two. Before I end this video, don't forget to like, share, comment, and subscribe. I definitely appreciate all of the support, and I will definitely keep the content coming. And also, don't be afraid to comment below and let me know about future topics you want discussed or want to learn more about. And yeah, just let me know. See you guys next time. Bye.